Hello, peeps! I am Tidbit, and this showcase is of Sideways from the Cybertron universe, specifically the Age of the Primes line. And oh my gosh, ever since I saw this one, I really wanted her. It is so good, so angular. I love Cybertron. And I don't really see a robot in here. It's very difficult to see details in here because it's all black, but it's really nice. And there's a few little things of where you can take the wings off. They have standard peg size on there and here. So you can theoretically just store these under here if you really hate parts forming, and they still work. And so I'm going to have one wing here and one wing here for the transformation. But this also comes off and doesn't really delete a lot of the shape of it, and we'll talk about this later. Let's get on with the transformation. So, the thing that I've noted is when you're doing this part, you want to, because it tabs in here, focus on doing this, then do this, because it tabs into both here and up here. But when you're untransforming it, just disconnect this piece and then just pull this down. So it looks something like this in fast motion. Once you have that disconnected, you're going to want to rotate not just this orange bit, but this black part. It's really difficult to see. But yeah, boom. Like that. So that way you can pop out the arms. And when you're connecting them, you just need this one connection. That is it. But we're going to try and not rotate the arms as much, so that way I can show you what the best orientation is for transforming. Then you just want to put the black part back up, but leave the orange part down. Just rotate there, and then open up the feet and the heel. Do that on both sides. It's quite the angular robot as well, wouldn't you say? And we're pretty much done. There's just two very important factors. One is the head. You just take it. It starts in this position. You take the orange, click it until it gets to this position, flip the head around, and make sure it clicks in. And then you can close the chest back up. And then finally, the orientation you want for the arms of when you're wanting to transform them is you want this porthole towards this point, and you want the thumb of the hand with the gold. That is how you get it into proper transformation. So you just spin that around, and you spin the hand slightly. And then, to complete the look, I can't say boom just yet, they're not done. You take the peg from here, like that, and stick it on either forearm. And boom. Here we have Sideways. And isn't this glorious? It's so angular and bright orange. I love this. I don't really have an opportunity to get like the original figure. I hear how similar this is to the original figure, but I have no local toy stores, and all the ones that I could find online were over $100. So why not get the new one that has a peg? And no springs. Because if you know what era this is from, you know that this, you just lay down, is a Cyber Planet key weapon. And we'll see that do nothing. I love that. I love that it's just a collectible. And it is technically the same size as these other keys. I'll show you with Starscreams. It does wiggle, because The size for this one was molded for theirs, which is painted. So they're not all actually the same size. You can put these keys in here, but they fall out because they're too small, and you definitely can't put that key in any of the spots that these keys would go in, like Starscream's back and gun. Trust me, I tried, and it took some doing, and I don't want to do it again. But this, when you put the key in, it is supposed to flare out. Like so. Looks like this on the top. And switch the faction symbol. I freaking love that it's on a slider, so you can completely choose where these go and which side you want it on. I love that there's no springs in here. It's full choice. And there's even a spot in the middle if you're indecisive. And I love that these aren't on a spring, and I can choose where I want the stuff, so I can have like one side collapsed, one side out, and I can even just put out two of them like it's a pickaxe. It's so good. And I freaking love it. But out of the box, it's supposed to, the directions say, to put the wings down there on the legs to look the most original, and put this on the left arm. Look at them. It's so good. I can't wait for more Cybertron characters. And I want them all. But we're not here to just talk about Cybertron. We're here for a fan mode. So let's get started. Gonna take that off. We are going to open up the chest and put it in its position. But then, don't close it. Put it about halfway, like so. Take these cape pieces, flare them out. Take the black part and rotate it out, like so. Take the waist, spin it around, and then for this configuration, I'm going to show both ends of. You can either take the arm, put it in the same configuration you would for normal transformation, and put it back here of where it's slightly bent. See? At this pin. So that way it can fit between here and it doesn't impede either of these capes. So it looks like that. Then you're going to take the legs, rotate. Oh, wait, no, not rotate. You take the foot, close it up like so, rotate, and put it here. Take this arm, bend like so, put the shield there, and boom. Here we have a creepy little crawly thing with a kind of tail. You can, theoretically, also have this out to be another, like, supporting gun. I like to have the little wing bit on the top, so it looks more like a gun to me. And then, for the new tail, you just take that, flick it out like so. And so you have full range of motion for the head. But this isn't all. It looks like a Bionicle, and it kind of works like one because it has more than one function. You can take the legs, you can move them around, but you can also take a leg, extend it out, and put out a claw. Look at that. And it's got pretty good articulation. It can go around a lot of crazy places. And it can still stand on 3 legs, as you'll probably realize in the thumbnail. And so, welcome back to Bionicle. Thank you for watching. Like the video, share it around, comment your thoughts, check out the playlist for previous showcases, and subscribe to be notified when new ones come out. Bye-bye!